Live from New York City, this is the Will Cain Show. I'm Griff Jenkins in for Will. The White House going full throttle on a brand new trucking initiative, getting illegal truckers off the road and putting veterans behind the wheel.
For many years, American highways and roadways have been terrorized by unqualified illegal aliens dangerously driving big rigs like that. You got to know something to drive. Wow, that sucker is a big one. That's big stuff. But they're you have to have a knowledge, you have to have a talent for it, and these people don't have that. As we get illegal aliens off the roads today, we're also taking action to replace these unqualified migrant truck drivers with highly qualified American veterans.
So the administration's Freedom Haulers campaign is twofold: cracking down on illegal immigrants getting CDLs, or commercial driver's licenses, and opening up new pathways of them for veterans.
Are you a veteran and not an illegal alien? Did you drive things like this? Or this? Maybe even this? You drove the toughest roads on Earth, defending our freedoms.
Stick around.
Why not get paid to drive on ours?
You show me a pay stub for $72,000 on it, I quit my job right now.
How about 6 figures? Become a freedom hauler.
The perks don't stop at 6 figures. Freedom Haulers can make their own schedule, get medical benefits, sign-on bonuses, training costs covered, and can hit the road in just a few weeks. Now, real wages have already been driving higher for truckers, rising about 7.5% under President Trump, compared to a 3% decline under Biden. But it's not just about the pay. I spoke with veterans over the weekend who said it's making a difference for service members.
I did 20 years in the Army. Decided to retire, transition into the civilian world, and chose the trucking industry as my preferred choice, and stuck with Warner. And it's been a great journey, and some of those skills that I learned in the Army have transitioned very well.
I like my job to be able to talk out to veterans, go out to installations, to job fairs, to voice the job opportunities that we have, not only in Warner, but also in the trucking industry. So I like doing my job. I like this program. I hope it really makes a difference for veterans.
As far as getting illegal truckers off the road, the administration has already made major inroads, removing 24,000 CDLs under English language proficiency requirements and canceling a staggering 28,000 that were issued to non-citizens, many of which issued by the state of California, which, as we all know, has been a common denominator in a number of fatal accidents over the past few years, with illegal immigrants in the driver's seat. Joining us now with more on this initiative, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. Mr. Secretary, thanks for joining us. What a great initiative that you've got going here. What does this mean for America's highways and for our veterans?
So first off, let's be clear. The last administration let in millions of illegal aliens. You've covered this story for the 4 years of Joe Biden, Griff. And when they came into the country, the last administration thought that it would be great to give them commercial driver's licenses, even though they didn't have the skills to drive, and even though we couldn't do a background check on who they were. And so you put up those numbers, over 50,000 illegals, or those who can't speak the English language, have had their licenses revoked and rolled back. But what we've now done is that, we have American veterans who in the military drove big rigs like this, and they were well qualified. They have got great skills. Why don't we take the skill of the trucker from the military and just clear the deck for them and let them drive on U.S. roads? They're well trained. The prior rule was that you would have to actually go through the skills test and the knowledge test, and it takes you months when they already have the skills necessary. And so this is putting great Americans into great jobs as truckers. And, President Trump, along with DOT, love the American trucker. We love our veterans, and this is a great matchup. And so what I want American roads to be safer. You at Fox have covered this story a lot. You see, people who have been killed on roadways across America where an illegal driver is doing crazy things in an 80,000-pound vehicle, and American families are dying. We have no tolerance for that. I don't think even if you're a liberal, you have no tolerance for this. They want our roads to be safe. This is one of the priorities that get the fraudsters, the poor drivers out of the system, and we get great Americans back into it.
And what I love about this initiative being twofold, to put veterans behind the wheel and taking the illegal aliens out of it, is that the previous administration that opened our border for the chaos that you just described really made the American people feel that that administration cared more about illegal aliens than the Americans themselves. And who better to give a step up to than our veterans, getting them from the battlefield to America's highways. What's been the reaction that you've gotten from veterans?
So, Griff, first of all, that is a great point, because you put up on the screen that salaries are down. We're down by 3% under Joe Biden. And that's because illegals were coming in. They weren't trained. They weren't being paid well. And then they were gaming the system. So instead of working 11 hours a day, they would drive for 19 hours. They were gaming the electronic logbooks. And so if you're a mom and pop truck driving shop where you're third generation, they were going out of business. And what you've seen today is, because we've taken out the fraud and we're bringing in the good drivers, you've seen an increase in wages of almost 4.5%. And so the veterans, listen, they care that we care about them, that we're looking for opportunities for them. And the trucking industry, by the way, they're a very vocal group, Griff. I hear about them on social media, from them all the time. And they're pleased that we're focusing on making their jobs work again, and we're focusing on their safety, we're focusing on their wages. And by the way, if you're a company that doesn't care about hiring good American, well-trained drivers, we have no place for you in this government. We are going to come after any company that wants to hire illegals and drive down wages to get some fraudster in your company.
And making America's roads safer. Let me shift gears a little bit, because I want to get this in with you. The administration announcing a $22 billion makeover of Dulles Airport, and it will eliminate the people movers. I know you've ridden this. I cannot overstate this, talking about it as someone who has been in Washington for more than 30 years. You go out to Dulles Airport, and people movers are these old, ugly, bus-like mobile things that hold about 50 people. You have to go from the main terminal out to your terminal where your plane is, and vice versa to come back. And it's one of the busiest airports in the country, and yet it just adds 30 minutes to an hour, and you're getting rid of the people movers. Kudos, my hat is off to you. What else is happening there?
Listen, so we're saving time because people movers take way too long. The efficiency of the airport. President Trump is a great American builder. That we actually get his expertise as the president to also do a project like this is a great American benefit. But it is going to be brand new, $22.5 billion. The board is going to bond it, so no federal taxpayer money is going to go into it. United is the biggest provider of that airport. They're also going to kick in, and the other airlines that do business there. But but you see at the front of Dulles is the Saarinen terminal. It is beautiful. We're going to keep it. We're going to build a brand new head house behind it. This is the gateway to America from the capital city. It should be the most beautiful airport in the world, bar none. And when people fly in from around the world and come into this airport, they think America's dumpy, because it's a dumpy airport. It is dimly lit. It's dirty, and we are going to make it beautiful, well functioning. As you look at this picture, we're going to have two rail lines in the north and the south. That's in a horseshoe, a spine down the middle that's going to have automated baggage, and a thoroughfare to walk on. It's going to be easy to use. Big parking, 32,000 parking spaces right next to the terminal, so you can get off, get across a glass bridge, and get into the terminal and get to your plane as quickly as possible. This will be the most beautiful airport in America and probably the world, because President Trump has leaned into it. And by the way, I like to say a lot of ideas come from me. This is President Trump's idea. He said this airport is not good enough for America or for D.C. Let's rebuild it. And he's taken a lot of input from a lot of architects, a lot of designers, and he's picked the best of all of them to give you this design. We put out a request for more information. We're going to get that back in the middle of August, and then he's going to put his pen to paper and really, what are we going to have? Are we going to have gold? Are we going to have granite? What are we going to have in the airport? How high are the ceilings? He thinks about how people move, and he's very good at that. So we're hoping to come out with even more details as we get into the fall of this year.
Well, he will have the great admiration and appreciation of Washingtonians who have avoided Dulles for that very reason of it being antiquated, and getting rid of those people movers. Good riddance to them. Secretary Sean Duffy, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Griff. Good to see you.
All right.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.